Hey everyone, welcome to rockbandreviews.com, and today I have the honor to speak with Hall of Fame drummer Rick Allen. Now, most of you already know that Rick is the drummer with Def Leppard and is also an accomplished artist, photographer, and humanitarian. Now, Rick will be showcasing his artistic talents and making 3 in-person appearances at the Wentworth Gallery locations here in South Florida starting Friday, December 9th. At the Wentworth Gallery, located inside the Guitar Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. Rick, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
No problem. That was a nice introduction. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, you're just coming off of the stadium tour, and now you're going on your art tour. I mean, don't you ever stop working, man?
No, I mean, if I'm not doing the art, I'm normally working with my wife, with the Raven Drum Foundation and Project Resiliency, or, playing music with her. Actually right now we've got 12 drummers drumming, which is a fantastic auction of, never seen before memorabilia from some of the most incredible drummers on the planet. And that's actually live at the moment. That's running from 11th of November till 12th of December.
Oh, wow.
So, so if people want to go and see if they can find something that they like in terms of one-of-a-kind memorabilia, they can go to 12drummersdrumming.org.
Great, and a title for this auction is great because it kind of goes with the Christmas song, the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that was the idea. This will be the second year that we've been doing this, and as you know, there's always a charitable sort of component to everything that we do, whether it's to do with the art, whether it's to do with the music, or this unique opportunity. I've suffered with PTSD for years since my accident, and
Sure.
the last thing I want is anybody to suffer the way that I have over the years. So, myself and my wife, we've always brought that component in where, if it's something that we're doing, then somebody else should benefit from that also.
Oh, absolutely. And what you do for charity is so above and beyond, and with Wounded Warrior Project and all of that. You're just a fantastic human being.
We try. We try our best,
Now, I had mentioned that you just came off the stadium tour, and of course, Motley Crue was one of the headliners with you guys. I see that there's some tour dates with Motley Crue in 2023. They must be a really good bunch of guys to hit the road with for you to keep traveling with them.
You know what? We've known them for many years, and they've been through their ups and downs like most bands.
Sure.
But when we invited them to come on this this stadium tour with us, they were like, well, we're not getting back together. We're done. And it was interesting. From that phone call, they must have started talking with one another, and they came back to us and they said, well, we've decided we'd really like to go out with you guys. It was wonderful seeing Nikki and Tommy's relationship, their friendship, kind of blossom again. And it's all good. They're a really cool bunch of guys. Very sad to hear about Mick Mars not wanting to continue, but he's amazing. I mean, he suffers tremendously. And the fact that he's been doing it for this long is just a testament to his resiliency. He's an amazing guy. So, sad to see Mick go, but fantastic that we can continue this tour and, play in other parts of the world.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of people were suffering. I was at the Hard Rock Stadium show here in Miami, and I tell you, the Def Leppard set was probably the best I've ever seen you guys, with the big screens on either side and in the background, and the content that you guys had going on was fantastic. But also, besides Mick, besides him, suffering and everything, Tommy also had broken ribs, and he was playing some of the show with those as well.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy, he doesn't do well sitting on the sidelines.
No.
So, from the moment he actually broke his ribs during rehearsal, and then Tommy Clufetos came in and sat in on a few of the earlier shows.
Yeah.
But I mean, there wasn't a show that went by where Tommy didn't play at least some songs in the early days of the tour. And then after what seemed like, a couple of weeks, he was back behind the kit playing the entire show. Fair play to the guy, man. I know he was hurt.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I've never broke a rib, but for him to come out and do a few songs, I think that was great. Because, the fans are buying a ticket, and I think with Motley Crue, usually the front man, the singer, is the most popular guy. But for me, I think in Motley Crue, it's definitely, the drummer is the star of that band. Everybody loves him, and to come to a show and not see him play, is pretty much a bummer.
Yeah, I know, but it was great. He played every single show, to the best of his ability, and to be honest, I couldn't tell the difference. He really put his all into it. So hats off to Tommy.
Now you have three, like I mentioned, 3 gallery appearances coming up at the Wentworth Galleries across South Florida, starting next Friday, actually. Now, when did you first recognize that you had the talent to become an artist? What got you into that?
Well, I always feel like, creativity is interchangeable. And, I was, yes, I play music. But before I discovered music, as a kid, I would love to paint. And then when my youngest daughter was born, it wasn't long before the two of us started painting together. And that kind of just reignited my passion for painting. I learned some really, really cool techniques. And, the response I get from people is fantastic.
Yes.
And, it's great when I get to meet people at the gallery, because obviously it's a lot more intimate. It's not like a Def Leppard meet and greet where, it's great, but it's kind of brief.
Yes.
This I can actually get to have real conversations with people and get to know people and, see what they like about the art. So it's been a massive blessing.
Yeah, and even after a lot of the showings you do, you actually have dinner with some of the people that purchase your art. Is that correct?
Yeah, and that's another level of getting to know people, and I've made some really nice relationships, nice friendships, acquaintances, just through Wentworth Gallery and the art show. So it's different for me, but it gets me out amongst the people, and people get to know who I am.
Now, I've been thinking about something, and I want to ask you if you think there's a correlation between musicianship, maybe drumming and painting, because there's so many drummers out there right now, like John Douglas, Mickey Hart, Chad Smith, there was Frank Zappa, and so many others who are doing exactly what you're doing right now.
Yes, and it goes back to what I was saying about creativity being interchangeable. I think it's just a matter of sort of developing your muscle memory and your I go to the same place in my heart when I play music. I go to that same place when I create art. And for me, the most healing part of doing anything creative like that is being in the moment. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when I'm in the moment, I find that really, really therapeutic, really kind of healing in a way.
Now, you also have a big interest in photography as well. Will we see an eventual book featuring your photos in the future, maybe?
I spoke about that before the tour, and maybe I was biting off a little more than I could chew. I didn't realize how much it would take out of me doing a tour like that.
Yeah.
But yes, I to answer your question, yes, I can see a book in the not so distant future, or even the opportunity to to purchase some prints.
Oh, nice! That would be excellent. Absolutely. Now, with all of your success in music and in the art world, what is next on your list to accomplish? Is there anything that you feel you need to do?
There's always stuff to do.
Sure.
There's always a new level. I've like I said, I've suffered quite a bit through my life. Pretty much related to the trauma that I went through during my accident. Mm-hmm. So between myself and Lauren Monroe, my wife, we're always coming up with new ideas to make life easier for other people. And being in a position that I am now, where I have an incredible career, I have all these wonderful side projects. It's a great opportunity for me to, where I see a need, I'm able to help people, and that to me is really, really satisfying. Just being of service.
It's amazing how you start out in life and you just want a job. You get that job, you get in a band, you're a drummer, and how one thing leads to another. And then at the end of it all, here you are, this guy with the resources to be able to help your fellow human beings. And I think that's just amazing.
Yeah, I you know what? It makes my life, maybe it's for selfish reasons, but it makes my life richer. Yeah, people seem to love what I do, so I'm going to continue.
So, unfortunately, I won't be able to make any of your gallery appearances this time around, as I'll be on a cruise in the Caribbean with my wife for the holidays. So I'm kind of excited for that, but bummed out that I won't get to see you this time around. But we love to do giveaways, and we would love to help promote the rest of your art tour by doing a giveaway if we can. Now, in our office, we have 4 Rick Allen Funko Pops. I was wondering if I left them with Christian at the Hard Rock Gallery, if you would be able to sign them, and we'll do giveaways on our website and allow fans to win them.
I would love to do that. That would be fantastic. Yeah, a lot of people that I've come across, they become huge collectors of the Funko dolls. So I would love to do that, and just leave them with Christian, and I'll make sure it gets done.
All right, no worries, Rick. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with me for RockBandReviews.com today. And to refresh everyone, we are here again today talking with Rick Allen, and you will be featuring your artistic talents at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations in South Florida, beginning Friday, December 9th at Wentworth Gallery in the Guitar Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, Saturday, December 10th at the Wentworth Gallery at the Town Center in Boca Raton, and Sunday, December 11th at the Wentworth Gallery on Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale. Rick, you're such a gentleman. You're a true star, an amazing musician, and a great human being. And thank you again for talking with us today. And we hope to see you on the road again soon.
Thank you, Bill. It's always a pleasure, and anytime. I look forward to see you enjoy your cruise.
I will, buddy. Thank you so much, and holiday wishes to you and your family.
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
Cheers, brother.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Rick.
Bye-bye.
Kids, man.